there's just never enough milk, you know? Like you measure it, you try to measure it like so that there's enough milk, and when you're eating like your cookie or whatever it is that you're eating with milk, you always either finish with too much milk or you just don't have enough milk. The milk runs out before you finish eating. So yeah. What's up, guys? It's Deadly here, and today I guess I'm talking about milk. But no, not really. I just kind of wanted to point out that, like, random fact, like, no matter how hard I try to get it like perfectly, so that like the last bite of cookie or cake or brownie or whatever is the last drink of milk, it never really is. And I don't know. I thought that was kind of interesting, and I wanted to know if you guys had the same problem, or maybe you guys don't drink milk, and I'm the only one in the world who drinks milk. Although that's probably not true, not even close to being true. But yeah, bringing you a little bit of Black Ops 2, if you didn't know that already. That's what I'm here for, to tell you what is on the screen, and to talk about milk randomly. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of interested now. Does anyone else have that problem? Because I feel like everyone else probably gauges it right. Like they have their special little measuring cup that's like instead of like amount of liquid, like milliliters or whatever it is that it's measured in, it's like 1 cookie, 2 cookie, 3 cookie, piece of cake, and you just measure it with that special cup, and it is exactly what you need for your cookie or your your brownie or whatever it is that you're drinking milk with. And like you can get like special cups, special measuring cups for different desserts and or things that you eat with your milk. Because I know I used to, not anymore. Not sure why, but I used to drink milk with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I think that was more when I was younger, when I even drank milk at all, because I was never really very interested in milk, to be completely honest with you. It's not, I don't go to the fridge and get myself a glass of milk. Normally when I do, though, I'm eating it with something. I guarantee you that much, which is why I'm bringing up the topic that I can never measure it out right. You know, it's never the amount that I want. It's either too little or too much, or yeah, I mean that's really the only option. Though the other option would be perfect, and that's never happened. And so I don't know. Maybe I should invent a cup that measures like by dessert or meal that you're having. Because I know some people have milk with their meals. Although if you ask me, that's kind of weird. I don't know if you're eating like a prime rib with a cup of milk and mashed potatoes. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. But if that's what you do you measure it out perfectly, or do you always have too little or too much, is the question of the day, I guess. Yeah, so go do with that what you will. And yeah, that's an interesting topic, I guess. But no, what I really want to talk about is actually what I really want to talk about now is milk, to be completely honest with you. Who came up with drinking milk? I mean, I know since like mothers nurture their babies with milk, but who came up with like, let's milk a cow and then attempt to drink what it's milking? Like that doesn't make sense to me. But I don't know. I just feel like whoever came up with that, they were doing something wrong, and it turned out right, I guess. But anyway, back to the main topic, which is this game. This game, I actually get 2 sets of attack dogs using the MTAR, which is the first gun that you get, and I use it silenced with stock just because I like that it makes you move really fast with the gun. And I think that's the only issue that I've had with this game, is that if you're using assault rifles, you don't move as quickly as you would like, which leads me to use submachine guns. But then again, I don't really like using submachine guns because I feel like that's always the go-to gun when you want to do good, no matter what game it's in. And I really like the assault rifles because the assault rifles, even though you can do good, you kind of have to play at a slower pace than usual. And I don't really like playing at a slower pace. I don't really like using guns the way they're supposed to. So for example, assault rifles are supposed to be long to medium range, but I really want to be up in their grill, if you will. And that was a rhyme right there. But kind of like that, except hopefully not get shotgunned in the face. But I really like being up in people's spawns and stuff, and that's probably what I should be using as a submachine gun. But instead, I prefer to run around with assault rifles, and the stock really helps out, especially if I put lightweight on, because now it's basically like a submachine gun except with a smaller clip and way more damage. So if you wanna run around and maybe not use a submachine gun because maybe you're like me, you just don't like using submachine guns because you feel like everybody else uses them, try stocking lightweight out. That's a nice little combination. Also, I'm using Ghost, and that, I don't know, I don't know if people actually think it's overpowered. I think this is the first game where I haven't heard that Ghost is overpowered, and it's probably because the people who camp don't use it. And you're probably wondering, well, why Deadly if you haven't bought the game? Which, if you haven't bought the game by now, I don't think you ever will. I mean, there's not much more that people can say about this game. But essentially, if you move around with Ghost, you're not on the map. However, if you camp in the corner like that guy was doing with a shotgun right there, waiting for someone to pop out, you actually do appear on the map. I think that guy was using lightweight. I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch where he killed me the first time. But regardless of that, even if he had Ghost, he would have appeared because he was camping, which I think is a really good idea. And this guy's stare watching, but not doing a very good job at it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, that was a little bit of insight on not so much the gameplay, just so much the things that I think about when I play, and things that I've noticed about the game. One last thing that I want to ask you guys is, besides whether you use measuring cups to measure your milk with a special cup to get enough milk for what you're eating, is, why is it that when, for example, let's say Tabes tweeted out, that he got a attack dogs and a swarm in one game, and unfortunately the people in his game rage quit, so I don't think he's gonna upload it. I mean, he might, but whenever someone gets something like that and it's like a bigger YouTuber, everybody, for whatever reason, automatically thinks that it's like this amazing thing, and that's like, oh, I can't believe he did it, that's so cool. And if I were to do it, it would definitely not get the same amount of excitement. And maybe if I did it and you guys saw it, then you guys would probably disagree with me and be like, yeah, I think when you do it, it's just as good. But for some other people, it's not the same if it wasn't done by a bigger YouTuber. And I'm not saying that if it directly affects me, because it obviously doesn't. But well, actually, it does directly affect me. I'm a liar. But it's not something that I'm complaining about. It's just something that I see quite a bit, and I kind of find I can't speak. I kind of find it unfair for other YouTubers that I've noticed, have similar gameplays, and they just don't quite get the same recognition for it, even though another YouTuber might have posted the exact same thing, which leads me to an experiment that I want to do. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll ever be able to do it, but basically what I want to do is get a gameplay from someone like Tabes or something, and allow them to let me upload it to my, or let them allow me to upload it to my channel, and then see what reactions I get from that, and then obviously delete it from my channel after I acquire my scientific research, and then let them upload it onto their channel, and then see what happens from there, and see how much more people are impressed by it, or something like that. So I don't know, I wish that was an experiment I can do and see the study of how the person affects the quality of the gameplay, but I don't think I ever will be able to do that. But I don't know, do you guys find that interesting too? And yeah, so answer both of those questions, my milk question and my YouTube question, and hopefully you guys are ready for another gameplay that I have where I get 2 swarms, 2 attack dogs all in one game. I'll upload that tomorrow. Peace.